Crystal with Hattis Daughter. I am your tarot reader. I hope you are well. We are going to be doing your June 2020 general reading. And the center of your energy is that of the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles represents those sparks and ideas like right before we actually do something. And we're talking about those things that are tangible. So perhaps we're thinking about a new way of taking care of ourselves health-wise. We're thinking about a new job. We're thinking about a new way to manage our finances, etc. Right away, Aquarius, I'm getting the energy of, I feel like that you almost want to take your kids to a new school or do a different way of learning. I feel like you're just not satisfied with how they are being taught. And perhaps some of you had to homeschool, and once you start looking at the curriculum and you're like, wow, this is not what I thought it was. Like I thought it was going to be something different. You thought it was going to be something more. Like the learning would be more enriched is the word that I'm getting. And you just don't see that. So I see some of you actually looking for a different alternative on how to educate your children. And some of you are actually looking so far into re-educating yourself and getting your certificate on homeschooling from here on, or how to become a teacher yourself. And some of you are even going to be put in a position, like I feel like some of you are like in your neighborhood, right? And some of you are actually sought after as like, wow, that parent is awesome. And people are encouraging you to get a certificate or go to school to be a teacher. And you're going to be like a teacher for the community of children. So I see that. And you know, you Aquarius, you beat to a different drum. You always do things a little bit different. So I get that energy too. And I also feel like some of you, like business wise, yeah, whatever you're coming up with, it's almost like a twist, like a merge, a fusion of some sort. You know how you have those restaurants, it's like, you know, it's Mexican, Asian fusion food. You know, it's something like that. But you're going to be doing that in regards to your business and to work, and even how you manage your money. Oops. How are you going to do that, I wonder? Anyway, let's see if we get some answers in the rest of your reading. Let's go to your moon energy. Your moon energy is where your emotions are. It's where you resonate vibrationally, and that vibration gets the spirit, and that's how we manifest it. So let's see what you are manifesting, Aquarius. You have the 10 of Wands, along with the Temperance energy and the Tower. And right away, I'm getting that energy of like, you know what? Yep, I see all the hard work it takes to be an educator. But at the end of the day, when I see how it's all playing out, once I see what we're being taught and how it's translating on what they're actually learning, I don't feel like it's working for my children. I don't feel like it's working for me. And then some of you, you're emotionally feeling like you're burdened. And burdens aren't always bad. Sometimes it's just like you're busy, right? You have a lot of jobs coming in, you have a lot of work coming in, you have a lot of clients. But I do feel this burden. I also feel this energy of being able to balance that, right? Just because you have all this business and all these jobs and all these, you know, these great burdens, so to speak, that doesn't necessarily make you the winner. I hope that makes sense. It's what's going to make you the winner is being able to balance the two. So balance, you know, work and life, work and health, family and work, whatever that means to you. And I don't feel like it's two. I feel like it's three. I feel like it's almost like we need to balance work, health, family, right? Or you know, starting a business, educating yourself, and also working. Like I feel like there's like a and the reason I'm getting that is because I'm working this alchemist triangle here, that energy, to where I feel like it's like these 3 points of, if you can balance those 3, you're going to get this alchemist energy, synergy sort of assistance that is going to help you through all of these burdens of yours. And it's going to help you get to that next level. It's going to help you get that breakthrough. That's what towers represent to me. Because once you have a tower moment, it is a breakthrough to something else. And sometimes it's a shake up and it's a shake out. And you know, sometimes there are tears and sometimes there's fists thrown. But at the end of the day, there's a breakthrough. And I feel like there's a breakthrough happening for you, Aquarius. Now let's go to your sun energy. You have the Six of Wands, the Lover's energy, along with the Ten of Swords. So this is some very unique energy that I'm feeling here. I feel like that some of us, in regard to relationships and what we think they are and how they look, right? Aquarius, I feel like that how you look at relationships, it is much different than how other people see them. And I feel like that you almost feel attacked, and you almost feel like that I'm feeling like you're like, you know what, fine. If you want to have a normal relationship, great. You know, it's like, you know, you're almost to the point where you're tired of defending your thought process on what relationships look like and what love looks like. From any aspect is what I'm feeling. Right? So how you love a person, how you love a job, how you love a career, how you love a certain thing, you do it differently. And I feel like that you're being challenged so often, and along with these burdens you already have going on, you're like, fine, just whatever you say. And the reason you're doing it is because you want to be able to keep the peace, you know, happy wife, happy life, you know, sort of energy. Like, it's like you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do it how you guys do it, see how it goes, right? It's kind of like you're going with the flow. Let's see how that's gonna work out for your Aquarius. Oh, let's go to your immediate present. Your immediate present, I have the Ace of Cups. Love, along with the Six of Pentacles. So I see this overflowing, like, it feels more encouraging. It doesn't even feel new. It just feels delicious. It feels like this delicious overflowing love and care and nourishment. And it feels so it just feels like a big old hug is what it feels like. And with the Six of Pentacles here, and I don't know if it's the energy of, I don't know if you have been giving or serving somehow, but I feel like because you've been doing this, and if you haven't been doing this, Aquarius, and you feel a little empty, I feel like that if you do this, if you give a little something of yourself, whether it's financially, whether it's your time, whether it's things that you no longer use in your home that are still good and great and can service someone else, I feel like that is going to give you that overflowing, gushy feeling from spirit, okay? All right, so let's expand in your moon energy and see what we get there, shall we? Wow. Man, I feel like everyone is like going through something. Duh. 2020 has been a zinger. So we have the Nine of Wands along with the Emperor, which I expanded on that Ten of Wands. So obviously we are feeling kind of beat down, right? And perhaps we're feeling beat down by, you know, the Emperor, he represents kind of like that daddy energy, that father kind of figure kind of energy. So perhaps a parental figure, especially a very charismatic, almost demanding, very strict kind of father figure has been coming down on you for a while, and you're just kind of feeling kind of beat up and beat down about it. Or for some of you, it just represents, you know, a structure of some sort, whether it's a business or a company. Yeah, I feel like it's more of a business, company, work related. Perhaps you have a lot on your shoulders now because perhaps your team is a bit smaller, and so now you have a few titles that you have as far as what you're doing. And because this is in your moon energy, I feel like this is like a struggle that you're going through internally, and you haven't been sharing it because you're like, it's not that you're too afraid to talk, but you keep feeling like it's gonna lighten up, like things are gonna change, something's gonna happen, something's gonna end. It's like you're just waiting it out. So we have the Tower of the World and the Magician. What else do we have here? And the Lovers. So I'm already feeling this energy. I'm just missing one. I'm feeling like for those of you who are not with your person is coming. This is all about, it's almost like when you meet your person, when you meet your fires, your what do they call it? Your twin flame. When you meet that energy of this is us, for some reason, you always seem to have a tower moment right before. I don't know why. And it seems like it just happens in, just at the right time. And that's what that World card represents. It's all about cycles. So there's a cycle that is obviously ending for this new one to appear and to start for you. And what I like about this Magician, with it being in your moon energy, if you feel ill-equipped, that feeling is not warranted because you have all the equipment that you need. You have the cup, the sword, the pentacle, along with the wand. And then you have this eternal connection with Source. And you have the one, it is the beginning. Okay? So there's definitely some really magical things that are happening in your moon energy. And because we have a lot of major arcana there and some really spirit shifting arcana is happening in your spirit world, I can really feel this happening from now until the end of the year. I'm hearing from now until November, you can expect these shifts. And then when I expand on that Temperance energy, I have that Queen of Sword along with that King of Wand and the King of Cup, right? So we have that very passionate, moving forward, push through it sort of energy. And this is also the King of Pentacles, one who have, by the time he reaches that king status, it's almost like he wasn't born into it. Or if he was born into it, he still had to work. He didn't have those kind of parents that's like, oh yeah, you're gonna have a cushy life. They're like, no, you're gonna work hard. I'm not gonna buy your car, you're gonna work for your car, right? So by the time he's sitting on that throne, he understands everyone's perspective, from the people who have to work so hard, from the people who don't, right? And then this energy of the Queen of Swords, she's one about seeking the truth. And I'm sorry, sometimes she's not the most kindest and sweetest, but she comes from a good place. And then when I have that King of Cup there, he kind of softens her blow, right? So I love all this energy because I feel like that you're going to have individuals in your space that spirit is working on for you. That's going to give you all of that energy. You're going to get someone who's going to tell you like it is. You're going to get someone who's been there, done that. And you're going to have someone who's going to lovingly do it because they care. They have no ulterior motive other than to help you, Aquarius. Okay? Ulterior motive. All right, so let's expand on your immediate, on your sun energy, which is also your ego. Okay, this is where you show up to all of us. And I have expanded on that Six of Wands, and we have the Queen of Cups along with the Eight of Pentacles. So I see a lot of us really studying and really, I don't know, I'm just feeling this gushy love coming from you, Aquarius. I feel like that what you're doing is love oriented. That's where it's starting. This is such a deliberate energy of focus and determination and of studying and researching. And it's coming from this energy of, I want to make it better. That's what I'm hearing. I want to make it better. I want things to be better. I want things to, be good for everyone. I don't want anyone to hurt. I want everyone to benefit. It's coming from this place of just love, really. And that Six of Wands that I expanded on, that's that energy of, by the time you get here, you're not the only one celebrating. It's also these folks here, right? They're celebrating you because this is a celebration for us all. We all accomplished. You just kind of led the fight. And then when I expanded on that 10 of Swords, I have the Hierophant along with the Moon. So I'm definitely feeling like that this energy of pushing forward and making things good for everyone, your belief system, whether it is in churches or politics. I feel like it's like church and politics and politicians. And I feel like that it's like structures of buildings, right? To where important people are supposed to be in. You feel like they're just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, these are supposed to be the leaders of our country. These are supposed to be leaders of our organizations, of our building, of our HOA, like whatever it is, however it trickles down to you. It's like everyone's under a spell of stupidity. And like, it's gotta end. And then when we go back to, you know, how you see relationships, Aquarius, and with us having, you know, this spread that we expanded on, that 10 of Swords, and remember how we were saying how you were just kind of going with the flow. It's very difficult for you because the more you go with the flow and the more you dab into what you really didn't believe in the first place, you're like, this is goofy, you guys. Like, it's goofy. And you're really struggling with it. So I don't know if you're going to change your mind or you're going to change someone else's mind. But at the end of the day, something ding dong dead, right? Let's expand on this Lover's card. Yeah. So we have the Hermit with the 4 of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Right? And this is all about self-reflection, about things that just aren't working. And how is it that it works for some people, very few, and it doesn't work for so many more? It's almost like the light has been shunned, like you've been in this dark space, and not even dark as in, you know, to where you're in the shadow energy, but dark as in there just wasn't a spotlight. Like you could see, but once the spotlight was on, you can see everything. And once you were able to see everything, you were like disappointed on how things were looking and working and functioning. And you realize this huge separation from the tethered and the unfortunate to the ones who are rich and wealthy. Interesting. Some of you, you know what? I was about to say some of you are seeking out teachers, but this is the thing, Aquarius. I actually see you being the teacher. Someone's seeking you out to come teach the things that you know and that you've seen and that you've experienced. There's something about your experience that you have gained somewhere that is going to be beneficial to a lot of people. And they're going to see you as a teacher, as the guru. I expanded on the Ace of Cups. Remember when I said that you're going to be the teacher, you're going to be the guru, you're going to be the one, you know. We have the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. This is all about collaboration. And you see how he is standing on that platform. Almost like, let me show you, let me teach you. Right? And this is one of just not of celebration, but of collaboration and of like minds coming together. And that's with your Ace of Cups. You started in that place of love and peace and harmony, and it turned into something else that's in your immediate present. And another flip side or another aspect of your immediate present is expanding on that 6 of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Cups along with the 5 of Swords. You know, and this is that energy of the pages are beginnings of an idea. So this is the beginning stages of creativity, innovation, and even an innovation from our heart scope. Does that make sense? and the generosity of it, right? Being generous with our heart scope is what I keep hearing. And the thing with the Five of Swords is that although someone appears to have won, actually no one did, nor did anyone lose. But it was still a fight nonetheless. And I feel like it's a fight worth fighting. I don't feel like it's one that you should walk away from. Because I feel like that some of those people that are walking away that perhaps did not win the fight, so to speak, it's not that they lost, it's that you're on different planes of ideas, right? They were hoping to still be on this energy of elite, different, I'm not them. And you just weren't having it, Aquarius. All right, so let's expand on your Page of Pentacles. We have the Judgment, the Justice, and the Devil. Well, I said I was just missing one card, and it was the Devil. So your person should be showing up here pretty soon if you're not already with your person. If it's like one of those moments that you come across, Aquarius, of just like WTF, that means love is right around the corner. We have the Judgment card as well, along with the Justice. I mean, need I say anymore? We've pretty much been talking about this the whole time, right? We've been talking about this the whole time. There is this rise up. And when I say things like that, Aquarius, if you feel like it's not connecting, that means that you're looking a little bit too large. And what I mean by that is you're looking for this big boom. And sometimes it's just this small little throw of a pebble that creates this wave that turns into this big, huge ripple that affects many. And you don't notice that little pebble at first, and perhaps you're just that pebble. But I can tell you right now that there is a change. Justice is going to be served. And for all of those, and all of them, and all of those things that were not good, that were working for all things wrong, corrupt, will be brought to the top and will be brought to justice. It's just a matter of time. Aquarius, you never cease to amaze me. You never cease to amaze me. All right, love, that is all I have for you. What I am going to do is choose your angel card for you for June. And what we have here is humor. You know, I love that. And the reason I love that for you, Aquarius, is because I feel like that you have such an extraordinary change of energy and shift and pivots that are going to be happening for you from here into the rest of the year, seriously. That I think it's going to be important to hold on to the humorous parts of it. Sometimes just sit up there and belly ache, laugh to stop yourself from crying, because it is going to be worth something. Keep in mind, you are also governed partly by Saturn, and she is a planet of responsibility. And if I can be, you know, politically incorrect, she likes to spank asses. Seriously. So you may feel like that here and there, and every once in a while, just keep your sense of humor about it to get through it. Listen, I absolutely adore you. I will see you next month. Thank you for being so patient with me. I know I'm sporadic with my uploads, but I'm really trying to create a system, and I'm starting to get a little system now. I think I'm starting to get a little bit comfortable with how often I record and upload. Anyway, listen, enough of me. It's about you. Bye. I adore you.